Hello everybody, welcome back to another vlog. We haven't done anything for a little while. Both of us have been reasonably quite busy. What we've been up to, I decided to buy and build a model car. As you can see, decided to build it. This is a 1/12 scale model. This is a banger. This is a Camtech long wheelbase model. Few little upgrades that I've put on it. I've put an upgraded speed controller on it, an upgraded motor, which is a sports tuned motor, upgraded battery, and an upgraded servo. And the wheels is also, they're not from a 112, these are from a 110 with upgraded hexes. So yeah, done quite well there. Took me just over hour, 2 hours to build it. Yeah, so it's gone quite well. Very basic aluminium chassis. Then I decided to do a shell, which is the Escort shell. It's an Escort Mark II Mexico. Yeah, it went really quite well. A couple of detail, new windows and everything put on, and yeah, it's been quite well. But I'm going to show you a few things on the not on the build, but on the shell. So there you go. Right, so I hope you enjoyed the way that I did it. It's not the best, I'm no professional, I just wanted to give it a go. And it turned out alright, full light kit, rear brakes, front spotlights, and obviously normal headlights. My next project, I've started cutting it out and spraying it, which is a Ford Transit Mark II, I think this one is. It's going to have a roof rack, light system, windows and stuff like that. I have experimented putting a rear spare tyre on the back, which I will put on. But yeah, so this is a 112 model. It's going to have rear lights as well. But I'm going to give it a go, and maybe on the next vlog you'll see it come together. I don't know. I've ordered another car, which is a drift car, Flying Fish. So I'll see how that goes as well, but that won't be coming in until around about the end of May. It's coming from China, I think. But yeah, so, and don't forget to wish Emma a happy birthday for Sunday, the 3rd of May, it's her birthday. Yeah, so we're sorry we never put anything out on Friday, but as I said, we've been really busy. We hope everyone's all right and keeping safe, and we hope to see you again soon. So I'm gonna leave it over to Emma now. She'll do little bits for you, and yeah, so catch you later. Bye.
So good evening everybody. They tell me today is Friday, the 1st of May, so happy new month to you all. I'm not sure there's anything to be overly happy about. We've just had one of the nicest Aprils on record that we've witnessed from our windows. Hey, she's great. I've got no idea what day of lockdown it is. I haven't got a clue. But I do know it's like 7 weeks now since I've last seen Stuart. So you can imagine I'm not massively happy about that. Especially considering the amount of people that I've seen with their families coming and going from my doorstep. So it doesn't make me overly impressed to see. But I'm not going to have a rant. Anyway, I'd like to tell you that I've been up to loads of really fun stuff over the last, 3 weeks I think, since I last saw you. Easter weekend with the little camp in the garden. But really I haven't really been up to anything. I'll be honest, I've been completely unmotivated, and I've literally just kind of existed, I think, the last 3 weeks. It's an achievement if I get dressed for the day, you know, and I've had a shower, so that's an achievement. The kids are fed and reasonably educated, although if I had an Ofsted report, I think I would certainly be under special measures. But anyway, I have done a few little clips of what I've been up to, so here you are. So as you can see there, I've done a bit of decorating. I quite like decorating, so you know, I had a few jobs I needed to do. I've done a bit of baking. I only show you the ones that worked out well. I've had a few fails. I did a pie the other day, which was just awful, and I did a toad in the owl, which, well, I'm not even going to get into that. Cooking isn't my forte, I'm not going to lie. But other than that, yeah, I've been keeping the garden nice. What else have I done? I don't know, just messing around really, sitting about, reading books, stuff like that. Anyway, I didn't really know what to talk to you about this evening, as you can probably tell. And then I remembered that a few weeks ago, I suggested that you sent us some questions. I think I called it like Ask Emma Stu Anything. So I thought, oh, that's something we can talk about. So I went back through some of the comments and I've written down some of the questions. Thank you very much for everybody that contributed. So anyway, right, first question comes from King Chandeliers. And you ask, if me and Stu moved in together, would Stu move to Norfolk or would I move to Colchester? Well, the easy answer to that is neither. And you may ask, oh, how's that going to work? Well, basically it wouldn't, which is why neither of us would do it. Obviously, Stu has his job down in Colchester. He couldn't really bring that up here and do the same job. There isn't really the same call for what he does up here in Norfolk. And obviously I've got my children that live up here and they go to school here. They've got their dads here, and so for the foreseeable future, obviously me moving away isn't really an option either. But to be quite honest with you, we manage the way it is. We see each other at the weekends when the children are off at their dad's. And during the week I can concentrate on my kids and he can concentrate on his job. No distractions there, and it works all right for us. We've got the weekends to look forward to, obviously, normally. Not so much now, obviously, but yeah, it works all right for us like that. And I mean, you know, we talk about it maybe in the future. Who knows what will happen? But the chances are, I don't think either of us would move in with each other. I think we'd probably move in between where we live now. I don't know. So yeah, so that's that answered for you. Thank you very much, King Chandeliers. The next question comes from Lewis Gardiner. Hi, Lewis. Right, and you ask, you've got quite a long list here actually, haven't you? You ask, tell us about your childhood growing up. What other hobbies do you like? Music you're into? Best camping holiday and camping fails? Right, where do we start with that? And I've got to be honest with you, I've not actually thought about these questions at all before I sat down to answer them. So my childhood growing up, obviously I can't speak for Stu, maybe he'll answer these in a later edition. But I grew up not far away from where I live now actually, on the East Norfolk coast in a little, well, it was a little village called Bradwell, but it's a great big huge village now. I grew up with my mum and dad, and yeah, I can't really complain. My childhood was all right. We used to have plenty of days out going out. Well, they liked to take us to all these stately homes when we were a kid and castles and stuff, and back then I used to think it was a bit boring, but I guess it must have rubbed off on me a little bit. Hobbies. What other hobbies do you like? I don't really have a lot of time for hobbies, if I'm honest with you. But what do I like to do? Well, as you know, I do a bit of gardening, but if I'm honest with you, that's more of a necessity. When I get the chance, actually, I like to decorate cakes. There you go, it's a bit random. And I've been told that I'm actually pretty good. I'll tell you what, I'll put a little picture in of a couple of cakes that I've decorated. I'm not so good at the baking, as you probably know, but I like the decorating. What else do I do? Just the normal mum stuff, really. You know, I really quite like cleaning, believe it or not. I quite like housework. I like decorating. I like DIY. I try and turn my hands to most things. Wallpapering. I pretty much fitted my kitchen. tiling, whatever I need to be doing. If I can save a few pence doing it myself, I'll do it myself. So I really should have followed in my dad's and my brother's footsteps and, I don't know, been a carpenter or something maybe. Anyway, so what else we got? Music. Do you know what? Anything and anything really that sort of catches my ear. When I was a bit younger, I was quite into like punk. You know, like Blink-182, Fall Out Boy, Nirvana, all those sort of things. As I got older, yeah, I just listened to anything really. Yeah, anything that's good. I quite like a bit of the 80s. But, oh, anyway, what else have we got? Best camping holiday. Well, when I was younger, actually, my parents used to take us up to the North Norfolk coast to a campsite that was called Kelling Heath. We used to go there like, at least a couple of times a year. I don't know if any of you know it. Used to be brilliant. It had a swimming pool there, woodland walks, and oh, it was brilliant, yeah. The site is a bit commercial now. I went there with my children a couple of years back and it wasn't the same. But no, plenty of really good memories of camping up in North Norfolk. And camping fails. Well, I'm sure that there's too many camping fails I've had myself to mention, but I'll tell you about some camping fails that my parents had, so it's not to embarrass myself. I remember we were near Stafford once, and we did the usual, you know, like camp in a river by mistake. There you go, how'd you do that? Well, we didn't realise actually that where the campsite sort of met the field was a bit dipped, and when it rained heavily, that turned into a river, and we happened to just camp right there. There was also an occasion actually when my parents somehow managed to leave a tent at a campsite. That might sound a bit strange, but they went to get the tent out the next time they went to go camping and it disappeared. And the only thing they can think of is that they either left it there or it fell off the roof rack. I mean, we don't know. But so there you go, I suppose. Camping fails. I don't know, we've all left poles and pegs and stuff, haven't we? But these days I'd like to think I'm a bit more organised. I think probably the biggest camping fail that I've ever had is probably taking the wrong company with me. Oh, yeah, okay. Don't tell anybody I said that. Not Stu, obviously. He's always good company. So there you go. There's a couple of questions that I picked out. Thank you very much, Lewis and King Chandeliers, for your questions. If you've got any more, you know, pop them in. If you found this whole thing really boring, then don't bother, and I apologise. But anyway, I'm not going to bore you anymore. I'm gonna get myself ready for bed, I suppose. I think Stu's waiting for me to send this video to him because it's getting on a bit now. But well, I hope you all have a nice weekend. I don't know what the weather's going to be like, but it's my birthday on Sunday, so I'm rather hoping it's going to be half decent, because I think the best I can hope for at the moment is maybe going out in the garden, cut the grass or something, like a highlight of the month. So, alright then, well, I hope you're all taking care of yourself and you're all staying safe, and I'll catch you again on the next episode. Alright, thanks for watching then. Bye.